just outside of Monroe, Georgia, down Highway 78, you'll find Hollander Senior Living. From the outside, it looks like a nice place to stay. But the residents have been told they've got to move. First, it was in 30 days, then 15 days, and now they've got to be moved out in a few days. This has put a burden on some of those living here. We talked with some residents and some people moving their parents out.
I was told Saturday morning around, it was maybe 11 o'clock I got here, I was told that I had to get my mom out the next day by noon. So basically I have 24 hours to get my mom packed up, who's lived here for 15 years and has 15 years worth of items in her room.
And before that, you were under the impression you had until April the
30th. I had heard rumors that we might have to leave before then, but those are just rumors, and the letter that we received said we would be allowed to stay until April 30th. So I had no reason to think otherwise.
So what is your understanding on why it's been shortened? Because there's not going to be any staff, or?
Christy, the administrator here, has told me that there is no money left in the bank for payroll, so people will no longer be paid.
So they're leaving, and there's not going to be any administrators here?
There's no cook, there's no med tech, there's no person, period, that will be here.
Okay, so it's obviously left you in a hardship. How are you dealing with the hardship of having to get her out?
Okay, now I'm gonna cry.
I'm sorry.
We are just doing the best we can. We have some nice people here who are assisting us from another facility. My son's here, and we're gonna get it done. We'll be leaving a lot behind, but we're gonna get her out of here and get her to a place where she's properly cared for here.
So I had surgery and came here to recover. And I had a home in Athens, and now I, of course, got here thinking I was just going to stay for a little while and recover, and then found out that the place had been sold and everybody was going to have to move. So now I'm trying to make a decision as to whether or not I want to stay here in the area or move back to Michigan with a daughter up there.
Now, they're saying that you've got to be moved out by the 11th of April.
I haven't gotten any official, that's word of mouth from what staff is here, saying you got to get out.
So if you don't get your belongings out at the time they want you to, what's going to happen?
That they were going to fine us $500.
How did you find out that you had to get your mother out of here?
We got an email, and actually when I came in on March 23rd to visit my mom, there was a stack of letters, a stack of paper on the sign-in desk. And that was where I read it then and there, and then we got an email later. But the stack of papers that was on the desk, that's what we saw. And it said we have to be out by April 30th at 5 p.m. And he was closing everything down, and everybody had to be out by April 30th.
And your mother had first taken up residence here when?
February 18th.
So you had been here just over a month when you were told
Yes,
that?
yeah, and from what I understand, there were people that were placed here just the week prior to us getting that notice as well. They had been here maybe a week.
Now, when you registered your mother here, did you have to pay a deposit and a month's rent?
Yes.
Was it a full month's rent as a deposit?
No, not for my mom. They prorated it because she was only here for half a month. But yeah, we did pay a deposit. I want to say it was $900. I don't remember exactly, but it was something like that.
And is there anything you have to do to make sure you get your deposit back?
I have not looked into it. I haven't looked into it yet, but I don't know if we're going to get a deposit back. I don't know. That's something that is being speculated about do we get our deposits back? I don't know.
Okay. And what else have you noticed? Like the animals around here? What's being done about
There is a colony of feral cats that's here. I want to call the Monroe Cat Project and get them down here to trap them and hopefully get them spayed and neutered and make sure that they're taken care of. I'm going to make them aware of the cats that are going to be left here.
And who took care of the cats? The residents?
The residents. They would buy cat food and they would put cat food out for them and made sure that they always had food. And spoke to them, and the cats expect that now, and now they're not going to get it.
I was getting phone calls all the time from my mom saying my medication is late, they're not helping me get bathed, the food is horrible, there's not enough food to eat, her diet wasn't being followed, the room was not being cleaned. I could go on, but we were told that if we did not get everything out, then there would be a $500 penalty. And also we were not getting our deposit back. So it's a total breach of contract. And we didn't sign anything for, any kind of $500 charge for leaving anything. But of course we'll take everything. But the guy has been very, very unprofessional, and the only way to get in touch with him, which I know he will not respond, is by email. And we were told that the staff was not allowed to give out his phone number. And there are families here that have nobody. They're here, they don't have any more family. We heard various stories about the employees not being paid, and that at first we needed to get out by April 30th, then it was moved to April 15th, and then it was moved to Monday, this coming Monday, and then it was moved to today, that this weekend we needed to be out because there would be no staff here to take care of any of these residents. And that's why we're moving her out today. Well, she's already safe at another facility, but that's what we're doing today, is getting her out of here.
How does that make you feel as a daughter for one of your parents to be?
It's very stressful, and the demands that we've had to meet to get her to another facility. We just can't snap our fingers and move her to another facility. It's not like me or you moving to another house. There has to be COVID testing, PCR COVID. There has to be the TB shot. And, you've got all these little things that have to be moved or not moved and decide what to do with them, because all the other facilities are very small compared to this. So we're just dealing with it how we can. But yeah, stress.
Reporting for Monroe Local, I'm Darrell Everidge.